Welcome back to another PCT Short. I'm Jonah Johnson. So be on the lookout for true armyworm. True armyworm is a migratory pest that the moths will fly it from the deep south where they overwinter and fly into Ohio, and they'll lay their eggs typically on grass cover crops, weedy fields, what have you. So if you had instances like that, we need to be monitoring this pest right now for the larvae feeding. Now, identification wise, this larvae can be very small, up to 1.5 inches long. A key identifier of this pest is it'll have an orange stripe on both sides of its body, bordered by two white stripes on both sides. It's very indicative of this pest. This pest will be attracted to mostly wheat and corn right now in Ohio. For our wheat, I'm most concerned because in pockets we're seeing high pressure where this pest will crawl to the top of the heads and has the potential to clip wheat heads off of our wheat plants. If you're finding 2% clipping and active feeding, that warrants an insecticide application. Now, insecticide wise, because as you see behind me, this wheat's going to be maturing very quickly. Obviously it's cooler this week, so that grain fill period will be elongated, but within 3 weeks we'll be at harvest. So we need to make sure you have a pre-harvest interval insecticide short as possible. As an example, Mustang Max has a 15-day PHI, and that would be something you'd want to use in this case. In regards to corn, if you're scouting your field, seeing active feeding and have 25% damage, that could warrant an insecticide application. Because when these larvae move in mass, it's not uncommon to be able to look across a road as they're moving from field to field, and it looks like the road's moving in the horizon. So this pest can be very aggressive if you have high populations. Now, in regards to soybeans, they're not a pest per se of soybeans. They can't digest that plant matter. But if you have young soybean plants and a high amount of feeding, they can overwhelm a soybean crop. But typically, being that they can't digest that matter, they'll die and starve when feeding on soybean. So for more on that, follow us on PCTnutrients.com. I'm Jonah Johnson. Thanks for watching.